let's just sew whatever. Hello everybody, I thought it would be really kind of fun as I'm unpacking my suitcase from traveling at Sunny Sewing to Sew on Their Industrial, that I would show you how I packed my stuff. I know traveling away from where you're so used to sewing all the time is like really nerve-wracking and you don't want to forget anything. So I just thought this could be helpful as I'm unpacking. So I packed this magnetic bowl. This one I believe is from Soulful Therapy. It's not branded, but you could even get one that isn't rainbow from like Harbor Freight or on Amazon or something. But I thought this was super helpful. I was able to keep all of my bobbins in here, my clips and my needles even if need be, and even some of your hardware pieces. So this was super handy to have, especially as I was moving around, to just like keep everything I needed right there. I also brought some thread, which got a little looped up and stuff. I feel like most places you go will hopefully have thread available. I know for our workshops, the workshops and retreat weekends, so whatever weekends with Sew Magical Expo, we definitely plan to have thread available for you to use. If you have a specific color in mind, you could always bring your own, and we will have bobbins available too, but you just never know, and sometimes it's nice to just have your stuff. I also brought a bag of clips. I didn't keep these loose like with these because I don't always use these as often as I use these, and it was just easier to take these out of the bag as I needed them and then put them back, again with such a limited space and moving around. I also had all of my tools in this little case. It's a photo case from Michael's. You can get them on Amazon too. These are not all my tools. This was just stuff that I got later on. So I will show you just what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I had a marking pen, a regular pen. I had my snips and a magnet and my seam ripper, as well as a screwdriver. So these were super handy. I use the screwdriver with binding or helping me just maneuver tight corners. Obviously the pen for marking things out, snips for cutting thread, and then my seam ripper was nice for adding magnetic snaps or my nameplate, or even cutting open a zipper pocket, something like that. And then my machine magnet, because with an industrial machine, you can put a magnet on it to easily attach your notions as needed. With domestics, I think you can put that on the bobbin winder, so I've heard, but I'm not 100% sure. But you could also even keep these like in your magnetic bowl so that you know where they are. Super handy. Going through this as I'm unpacking, I brought double-sided tape in 2 sizes. I brought 1/8 inch wide and then 1/2 inch wide. I didn't feel like I needed to bring the in-between size just because they oftentimes get stuck together and then it's hard to pull it apart. So these two were absolutely essential for me in sewing, especially somewhere you're not familiar with. Things could shift around, so having that double-sided tape there to help hold things together was super nice. I always like to pack my hardware in these cases, and then it also helps. I use the little baggies that our hardware comes in to keep the screws together, the washers together, that kind of a thing. I actually had all of this in a carry-on sized bag. Obviously with the scissors, you cannot carry that on, you would need to check it. But it was nice to be able to wheel around in a public space, etc. My thread came undone. These were the 2 threads that I brought. This one is Wizardry's Fairy Floss. This is one of my favorites. It matches so many things and it's definitely like my aesthetic, so it's easy to use. And then I just brought black. I didn't want to overwhelm myself with too many choices, and keeping my bobbins pre-wound was really nice. I already put my bobbins away, but I did have like 5 or 6 bobbins in here just in case. And then I brought my project bins, and I actually ended up breaking one. That's okay. I ended up taking off the knobs of the bins so that they stacked nicer together. So that was really helpful for me. There were 2 projects I did not get done. Oh, you see that? That's that one. That one came undone. Got a little smashed. Maybe I'll glue it back together, but I'm also like, I'm fine if I don't. So yeah, took off those handles. That was really nice. And then I just had a peekaboo filled with other essentials, like a bigger pair of scissors. I had my zipper jig in there to keep it safe. And then a few other little things, but that was really it. I didn't feel like I needed a lot of other stuff. Oh, I had a 1x8 inch ruler, but I gave that to somebody, so I need to replace it for myself. I have new ones coming. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I just had all of that in my little carry-on. And just to recap, definitely clips and, all kinds of clips. Clips and a magnetic bowl, super handy. Look, I even keeps all kinds of stuff together. It's so funny. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too rambly. I hope that was helpful as you're packing to head somewhere super fun and sew with friends and not feel so isolated and alone. And I will see you guys later.